there. Hi. Welcome back. This is Femme de Soup. My name is Stephanie. Yes, I am Lady Gaga today. You may or may not have read the title. Today we are talking mayhem. I've been seeing some things online and we need to have a chat because it's been a little over a week now and I think some of you guys are missing some things. So, okay, let me just... Some of y'all are just not music people the way some of us are music people.
She's talking in tongues.
Does that even make sense? Like, I am so into this. Even if I'm a little bit interested in an artist, like, I am checking out every song, every feature, every album, every mixtape, every SoundCloud, every demo. Very rarely is there an artist that I am not like deep diving into. And when it comes to an album or an album release, if I am so lucky to be around or alive for that moment in time, best believe I have that on my countdown calendar. And I have my day set to take a walk with my busted over the ear headphones to have that album queued 3 to 5 times repeat top to bottom so I can listen to it
as it was meant to be.
Like I said, I am very rarely like not seeking out more from an artist. Like I'm always trying to find an entire discography, call it a niche, call it autism, or call me offensive for that joke. But it's just, I'm a very much appreciator of music and I'm very passionate and I find it very interesting and fun. And I think a lot can be said by a person's taste and what they listen to. Like, there's a reason that's like a thing on a dating app. There's a reason that's a thing. It's always been on every social media since the beginning of time. You've always chatted about what kind of music are you into because it says a lot about a person. It's a real culture in a level that's not reached by like a quick glance or like in a quick convo, you know? And like I said, a lot has been going around regarding Miss Stephanie Germanotta's 7th album. It is her highly anticipated return to what is specifically been described by her fiance and some others as dark pop, and more specifically in that reference to her earlier years as an artist. The reception of the record has been majority positive, but there has been some notable shortcomings from people. Is that the word I'm looking for? There's been some notable notes. Notable notes from people that I would like to chat with you. There's been some things that have been said. So you tell me that it is not chaotic. It is not mayhem. It is not what you were expecting. And I have to say, actually, no, it is the exact definition of mayhem. You're projecting a different definition, actually. She's giving mayhem, she's giving mess, she's giving and creating like a whole narrative with this push and pull of different genres, a change of subject, ranging from pain versus confidence versus self-doubt versus toxic love versus just silly shit versus like, you're just not seeing the album as a whole and you know what you're just not seeing what she's giving you. You're just seeing like Garden of Eden versus like Die with a Smile. Do you get what I'm saying? Like you really have to see it for what it is and you're not. Then you're also telling me, yes, this album is okay, but it is not her bad romance. Bitch, what are you on about? You know, matter of fact, does anybody know Voodoo? Because I need to poke you real quick, Steffi, in the head. Because, like, what kind of brain rot goo? Like, comparing is the thief of joy. Everything you do or make is a catalyst to the next, to evolve and to continue and to be better with time. So, to entirely revert to the old is just cynical and boring. And why on earth would you want her to do the same old? Same old. This is new. This is different. This is fresh. This is 2025. Sure, it's fair to compare and contrast to her old work, but do not belittle Mayhem because it's its own album, right? And then you're telling me, oh, I wish she did this, or I wish she did that, or I wish she did X, Y, and Z, or I wish she put this first, or I wish she took this off, and I wish you made a remix to prove your point. Okay, I wish you could decide and like Okay, show me, right? Like, if you're gonna say these things, back them up. Why don't you make the album then? Why don't you go and make your own album and do it then, if you care so much? Oop, shut up then. I'm getting a little mean here. I'm so sorry, but I'm not sorry because I feel like you guys are coming after her and for no good reason. For no good reason. Now, as I mentioned, you guys may or may not be music people, as am I. I am getting a little preachy here, but you have to hear me out. You are probably not listening to the album in its entirety. And even so, you're not listening to it more than once all the way through. That like marination period is crucial for the record's like full puzzle piece togetherness. Side note, I'm not using my hands as much in this video because one, I thought that was annoying people, and two, I'm holding one hand phone, other hand ring light. So if you were wondering, I know you weren't, but just in case. Anyways, what was I on about? Marinating chicken. So you have to listen to the work and like feel it. You have to like give it its time. Like, I love listening to something through and through and like figuring out like what reminds me of what, seeing parallels in like my in my past favorite songs or like poems or like references to even like movies or books or like things that I just don't catch on the first time, because bitches be clever in these lyrics, y'all. Bitches be clever in these songs, and it's just so interesting and important and satisfying to catch that, and it's just so meaningful when you really read into what they're putting down. And it's also just storytelling. Like, at the end of the day, an album is a piece of art. Like, everybody in a fucking museum staring at a painting goes, well, that looks easy enough, I could do that. Okay, but you didn't, and you don't, and you're not going to. And the choices they've made give it meaning. To think that because you as the observer, or the listener in this case, could do it better is just insultingly wrong. The set list is set in a specific way. The rollout is set in a specific way. The format is set in a specific way for a specific aura. The treatment of the videos and the design is a specific way for a specific vibe. There is a meticulous craft and time into the creation of each detail of this work that is telling a story that the project of Mayhem is trying to convey. Like, the story that she's written here is really something that she's put time and effort into, and to just overlook that and say, but it's not poker face, is just stupid, okay? Like, she's grown. She's been an actress. She's gone through psychosis, we've now heard. Honestly, to be an actor is to go a little bit insane for the art and for the love of it. And even then, she was really giving her all into every part that she did do. So her method acting kind of really got the best of her here. She mentioned slipping in and out of like a real connection to reality with what's going on in the moment in time, stating like the beginning of her career with her like stage presence playing characters kind of left her confused with what was her own identity, and becoming more distant with Stephanie versus Gaga versus like who she really was in between those two, and the dissonance from her honesty and gentle loving humanity of kindness to a real like harsher gritty girl that she's always been, but like played up onto her stage presence. Back to point one, this woman has lived an experience that is not one shared with any other being. I mean, no one has lived the same life as another, but her specifically, I really think there is nobody that has even a comparable thing to hers. Like, celebrity to celebrity, maybe they can like gag a little bit together, but she's really gone to all extremes in this world, and it's honestly rude and ignorant to expect a half-baked, naive rewrite attempt at some of her greatest hits just for a quick buck, just because a user 7782, just because you told her to. Like, and all of this is art. All of this is a beautiful blend of like her life, her struggles, her highs, her lows, her dreams, her life, her love, her longings, her past, and that which she sees inside those around her and her worldview, whether to herself as in Princess Di, perfect celebrity, or to her own muses as Bowie, Michael Jackson, Prince, and Killa, and other songs. Plus, this bitch just wanted to have fun on a track. Is that such a crime? So, to just hear a snippet of one song on a TikTok at that and say,
this entire thing is simply rehated Taylor nachos.
Or that
you simply cannot get behind, it's too millennial coded.
It's just weird to me and blatantly, mind-numbingly egocentric. Perhaps it's not your cup of tea, but to dismiss the idea of the album's potential before you even consider getting into it isn't awfully great either. And her glow is unmatched. She seems happy. She is in love. She is supported. She is feeling safe, most importantly. She's said that many times, album cycle and interviews, that she's feeling safe in herself, in her artistry, in her music, in her career, in her life. You know, this woman has been to hell and back, and it's healing to hear that she's doing good. So it's actually super slay to see this album is not only something that she's happy to put out, but that she's proud to put out. And you know what? Gaga is a comfort artist for many people in this generation. We've grown up with her as this music, as the soundtrack to our lives. To see her thrive like this makes me hopeful for the future. Like, even though, you know, our government is shit, and there is so much bad in the world every day, all around, and it's always something, at least I can scream along with these songs with my chest, and to hear her and to hear my own voice again when I'm lost in that sea of the news and the pain and despair of daily life, that there is that feeling of hope that is impacting us to be alive, is to protect and overcome these goddamn moments. Needless to say, I've been and will remain a little monster. Peep me at the Grammatical Ball in 2022. I am blessed to live in the times of Stephanie Germanotta, and I love to hear her voice again. Jumping and screaming to Zombie Boy and Killa has made my days brighter already, and I'm going to leave on this quote from Gaga herself. Since the beginning of my career, I've had people say, well, what is your musical style? What is your visual style? Can you explain to me who you are? Like, help me digest you. No, I'm not going to help you digest me because I'm a chaotic artist and my art is chaotic. And my influences, when you put them all together, they don't make sense unless I'm the one that's touching all of them and putting them all together. To me, personal mayhem and mayhem in the world is when you have opposing forces and you need tension. There's got to be that light to be tense with the dark. And there's got to be fragility to interact with something that's intense for it to feel chaotic. So, all of this to say, I think mayhem is a moment. And I think you girls need to give her her flowers. I was considering doing like a ranking video or like a reaction one, but it really just didn't feel right. Also because I'm still like going through the album myself, and I don't really like to rank songs like that. I did a ranking albums with Ariana once, and it just felt weird when I did it too, so I just didn't want to do that again. So I did want an excuse to dress up, so I did this. But yeah. Anyways, from one Stephanie to another, I really cannot say how much I love this woman, and I hope you give this album a chance because it really has a lot to it. It's got so much like reference to not only her own songs and her own discography, but like even like a nice 60s, 70s groove in the middle. It's got like a Funk Soul Brother kind of reference. I almost want to say some of it's like Panic at the Disco Pretty Odd vibes. Can I say that? I don't know. There's just like a lot of interesting texture and bits, and like the outros of all of these songs really have a beautiful thing going on that I don't think anybody's talking about enough. Beautiful drum. There's like beautiful drums throughout the whole thing, and there's just a lot. There's just a lot going on, and there's just a lot of pieces and parts that I've just I've been eating them up, and I think you guys need to eat them up too. So if you haven't listened to it, I'll go ahead and I'll link them down below. I'll link down her Spotify. Now, I'll link down the album. I don't know. I'll link down something below, but I'm sure you'll be able to find it. Just go Google Mayhem. Duh. That's all I have for today's video. If you like this video, give it a like. If you didn't like this video, give it a like. Let me know what you think of my cosplay. This wig has seen better days. It's literally stained green from my alien video, which that's gonna be that for this Gaga girl. I hope this wasn't too much preach, but I was really not feeling what everyone was dealing out on the internet lately. So I had to say my part, okay? I had to defend my girl. Right. I think that's enough hating. I think that's enough. I need to get off my soapbox. Right. Killer. I will see you in the next one. Put your paws all over me, you zombie boy.